Let's start with types of executive. So guys, here we are already understood what is executive. Now we will understand what are various kinds or subdivisions in executive. Let's start with the first one, that is nominal executive. Guys, by the name nominal only we are understanding that it's namesake executive. Just it's there for a namesake, naam ke vaste. He is the head of the state of for nominal purposes. That means a nominal executive is a head of the state for nominal purposes, and the king in Britain and the president in India are the best examples. So guys, these people are the best examples of nominal executive, and they are there only for nominal purposes. Who are they? They are the king of Britain. We have the photo here, and the president of India at present when I am making this video, it is Ramnath Kovind. Let's do the second type, that is real executive. Real executive means it's the person who have the absolute power. Like Thanos, he is having the power stone in his hands. The power stone of politics. So real executive actually consists of all the powers of executive are vested in single hands of this person. That means this single person is the person who has the real power of the executive center. He is the head of the state and the government in countries. That means he is the head of the state and the government in countries. On other hand, the prime minister acts as the head of government in countries like India and Britain. So prime minister are the head of the organizations and they are the real executive. So we have the photos of the prime minister from India and Britain. Let's understand the third one, that is single executive system. Single executive system is a very simple system where all powers are vested in hands of single person, like in USA. So a single kind of a rule is there. We have the photo of Trump here, who is the president of USA. Let's understand the fourth point, that is parliamentary executive. The executive is a part of parliament and it is responsible to do it as in India. So guys, like in India we have parliament which is the part of executive. So in that way it is there that parliamentary executive is also a kind of executive that is followed. We have the fifth type, that is plural executive. All the powers are vested with more than one person, like Council of Ministries or Council of Ministers, Federal Council in Switzerland. We have the photo of Federal Council here, and Presidium in former USSR, etc. So Presidium in USSR, that was their former, when we used to call it USSR, during that time they used to follow a Council of Ministers who used to actually have power, hence focusing on plural executive. In simple words, like the name says, plural, like there are many people who has the power. In such a manner, we have council of ministers, council of people who have the power to take decision in this executive. This system is found in states with parliamentary form of government and some past federations with a variation. So this is generally found in places like Switzerland or USSR, the former USSR. Wherever the government is there and there is some kind of federation with some kind of a variation where they are fighting for equality. So this is the fifth point. Let's understand the sixth type, that is presidential executive. Now guys, presidential means every power is in the hands of president. The president is only having the power. Neither he is the member of legislature nor he is responsible for it. And in presidential, neither he is the member of legislature, he is not a member of legislature, he is above that, and he is not responsible for any kind of changes in legislature also. Here also we have President Trump taking the photo or coming into lead. Let's understand the seventh one, that is hereditary executive. Hereditary executive means from the family tree, that is by the operation of succession. That means from father to his son, from son to grandson or the next progeny of generations. So hereditary executive, in this case the head of the state inherits that position from the parents as case of the property. Like in property it happens, father's property goes to son, the son who becomes father, his property goes to his son. So such kind of progeny is there, a thread of progeny is there where the executive or the post of the executive actually goes from one generation to another generation. In this method, he continues to be the head of state throughout his life. So if a person by progeny, by inheritance or by hereditary executive, if we all, he is born as a son of a hereditary leader of that particular country, throughout his life he will be a part of executive and he will only rule that particular thing. So that is hereditary executive. Let's understand the next one, that is elective executive. In this method, the executive is elected either directly or indirectly. Guys, in simple words, elective executives are those executives which are done or where there is a kind of democracy in the government. So there we will have elective. And the other one that we studied previously, in that there will be monarchical rule. That's why they have hereditary executive. And most probably in our 21st century, we only follow elective method, that is elective executive method only, which is done directly or indirectly by the people only. He can continue in power only for a given period of time. Elective people can continue in power for a given period of time. That's the reason when we saw the tenures, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, such kind of a thing. The name of the head of the state varies from state to state. The name of the head also varies from state to state. Somewhere it is Congress, somewhere it is Parliament. So like that different is there. He is called as the king in England, president in India and USA. So there are changes in the name. Elective leaders always have changes in the name, like he is king in England, he is president in India. So such kind of changes are always there. The powers of head of the state are not identical in all states. The powers that is given to head of the state, it's not same in all the states. That means all countries, the head will not have same kind of roles and responsibility. There is a vast difference between the power and duties of president in India and United States of America. So guys, the powers which are shared by these elective executive in India and America are poles apart, and they are very, very different. The appointment of head of the state is also dissimilar pattern. Guys, the appointment is also dissimilar. It is not similar, it is a little bit different. The pattern followed is different. So this was about the elective executive. Let's understand one more aspect, that is the following are the major 4 methods are in vogue. That means these are the 4 methods that we actually are using nowadays. They are the inheritance pattern, the head of the state that means the head of the state acquires the position through inheritance, he continued throughout his life. So guys, the heredity pattern or the heredity executive is still there and it is followed. The head of the state, if he dies, his son or his inherited person who will be the next future of the progeny, or he will be the next future of the state and he will become the actual executive, a monarch. Like the second one that is followed is the direct method, where head of the state is direct elected by people for a stipulated period. That means for a stipulated period, he is directly elected by the people. Indirect method means the head of the state is elected for a given period of time through electoral college. That means it is for some period of time. The another one which is vividly followed in a democracy, that is election through legislature. The head of the state is elected by national legislature. The head of the state is elected by the national legislature, which is followed in India. That is, we vote, our people, MLAs, MPs, and those MLAs, MPs vote for someone in the main parliamentary elections. So that's the thing that's there. So this was about various kinds or forms of executive that we have. Thank you.